It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. From the wideout. The toss sweep to the right. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Williams will pass. Got a man, it's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Green.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The RPO, it's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Williams looking for a man. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end
this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Washington 6, Baylor 0.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move, it's Washington. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback.
He's going up top. Makes a grab for a big play. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown Bears! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. Williams will pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. Great move. Now he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Sets up the screen. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Making side adjustments here. Williams looking for a man. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They just keep firing. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Here comes the option. Down the pitch. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll He'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going with the ground game left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here and make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown, Washington! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for room. It's Washington. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best runs so far, and this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Smashes through the tackle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Using his legs to buy some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The Bears line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Green. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the 1st down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Williams will pass. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Baylor! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Green. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback moving. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team.
Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. A strike downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the big fella. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. catch in the middle. It's Evans. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They'll leave it with him. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams will pass. Might be looking to run. Find some fresh air. It's a seam wide open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. First down here for the offense. Throws it back. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Williams looking for a man. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback keeps it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running behind that left side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Bears just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Oh, it's a reverse. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put them in motion.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Williams will pass. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
Snap it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take us.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. New Mexico found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Lobos football. Those folks in University Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll go to the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. We didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Now adjusting. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he tacked on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Finds his man. It's Boston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stopped.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Off the play fake on first down. The throw.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Trying to beat the D deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Williams looking for a man. He caught it. Bounces over the top.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Gets rid of it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
To the air, it's Robertson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Listen, Running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The Bears get enough for the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? They do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. This is a designed run. Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Williams will pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down. When it matters the most, you could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
takes the handoff. It's Washington.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical. A nice job getting him to the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
One more play to pad the stats. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.